The shot is Carolina. Hey, what do you say?
Talkin Sauce, episode 68.
One away.
Hey.
One away.
What up? One away from the great number. What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing? Happy Sunday.
Not shit's going on, dude. Absolutely nothing. It's been a nice weekend, though.
Shouts out this weather right now.
Right?
Yeah.
Holy
Very
crap.
nice.
For real.
Is your
That's-
pool open yet?
Outside.
Is your
It's
pool open
open.
yet?
It's open with you can reserve time slots.
Ours just opened yesterday.
I don't think ours is open yet. Honestly, though, I'm assuming they would send us an email, but I haven't gotten
No.
one. But there's every chance that they just didn't tell anybody to.
You also just found out where your mailbox was, didn't you? And you've been living there for
Yeah.
almost a year or something?
Not
Dude,
a
who
year,
checks the
like
mail anymore,
like 5
dude?
months. It's all filled with all the previous tenants' mail. Really, you know what I'm saying? You think I'm crazy, dude? James left his new license in there for like a month. He was like, I just don't know which mailbox it is. And the only reason
That
we
is some
found
real
out-
irresponsible shit.
The only reason we found out was because I bought some socks online and they delivered to the mailbox, and that's the only thing, dude. That's the only thing that I've had sent to the mailbox. And I emailed him and I was like, "Hey, by the way, what is our number again?" And I brought James's license. I was like, "Yeah, that was in there, by the way."
First time you checked the mail and you knew a place was for socks.
For socks. That was more.
Wow.
My socks were more important to me.
Jacob's been in quarantine.
Right.
Jacob's been in quarantine for too long. He's running out of tube socks.
What a time.
Dude.
In that
Wow,
case,
man.
it makes sense. That's why, it makes sense why you check the mail. I hear you, buddy.
You know what I'm saying?
Dylan and I were outside earlier today. Good to see you again there, Squirrel.
What's up? 6
6 feet apart, right?
Never.
With masks.
I guess.
Never. Always face-to-face, mouths touching.
We're out in Durham, though, and a lot of people wear masks in Durham.
What are we doing?
Shouts out them.
Can you go get that shot for me?
Not kiss.
It's not a kiss. Just right to
Not
just
kiss,
mouth to mouth.
We're just touching, yeah.
Yeah, we're just communicating.
Why? Okay, so riddle me this, dude. What in the fuck? Cody has turned into an absolute social media juggernaut.
I know, dude. Tweeting out
late,
stocks
dude.
left and right, dude.
Dude, it's
Dude,
the
are
only
you the
way
money
that I
man,
can.
dude?
It's the only way that I can find Twitter entertaining.
Dude, are you the
Fair
Wolf of
enough.
Wall Street?
I hear it.
Dude, the penny
Alright,
stock
would you-
game, man, it's taken over my life.
You got to educate us. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
You're doing penny stocks?
Yeah, so it's mostly penny stocks. And so the couple that I've been following recently is it's Digital Ally, which makes sense. They make police body cams, and obviously there's a whole bunch of all the big cities are starting to put out new legislation. So you basically just find the bigger problem and find the smaller company that's going to benefit. X-Spa is some type of spa that's in airports, but they are signing contracts to basically turn into COVID screening areas for before you get on
That's
flights.
smart.
So
So
shit
it's
like that. But
Probably a good move
it's
by them.
but it's the only thing. Yeah, but it's the only thing. Twitter, it's the only place that I found on Twitter that's not inherently toxic. If you search hashtag Black Lives Matter, it's just a shit show. It's not fun to watch. You can just do hashtag hurricanes, and it's extremely toxic. But
Well, yeah.
Right.
I
no.
know.
I did notice though that the vast, I've probably sent 200 tweets in my entire life, and 75 of them have been in the last week.
Wow.
So
Nice.
There you go.
Jesus Christ.
just take it over.
Nice, dude.
right.
No
And to
tweets
clarify-
promoting the podcast, dude. You got
Well, I'm
to
trying to bring
clarify-
another crowd in.
I feel
Bring
it, I
another
feel
crowd
it.
in.
The penny stocks
When he
crowd,
says
for sure.
when he says shit show, he doesn't mean the movement itself. He just means
No.
you're gonna come
toxicity
across
of-
some disturbing videos and shit like that.
Yeah.
Just to clarify, obviously I knew what you meant, but
Well, and just
Um,
people bickering back and forth.
that's it, right?
Yeah, I'm
right.
sure there's a lot of really fucked
where
up shit.
where the
saying said
movement's
between
not
letters.
doing so much success. I mean, you're sharing important information, but otherwise there's a lot of trolling. There's a lot of
Yeah,
negativity.
don't click on any of those threads. because there's a lot of
Right,
people
but-
bitching back and forth.
But definitely continue to support, continue
Yeah.
to donate, continue to protest, whatever you deem necessary to help move that movement forward.
Are you a millionaire yet, Cody?
Shouts out Cody, dude. Fucking
No, not
wheeling
yet.
and dealing,
Not
dude.
yet.
Not yet.
So what's the return on penny stocks? Like if do you so
It's
like,
a much more volatile market where like normal stocks, whatever, they could go up or down 10% in a day, and like penny stocks could go up or down like 75 to 200% in a day.
wow.
So it's
Yeah.
definitely more of a gamble, like I said,
Mhm.
holler volatility, but I mean, it's interesting.
So do you just like buy and sell all day, or is it like how long?
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, so there's some day trading, but a lot of the ones, like the ones that I mentioned earlier, I had bought a lot of like 2 weeks ago or something, and they're like, they're kind of, one of the things that I saw is a good way to look at it is there's someone doing a yo-yo, but they're walking up a flight of stairs. It's going to go up and down the whole time. But if you just watch the feet instead of the yo-yo, you basically watch where the dips are, and they'll keep going up. But
Facts.
another one is actually Visalink, which is cool. They're signing they're like a very intense camera, or like high definition camera company, but they're signing a whole bunch of contracts with sports leagues right now because basically there's going to be no fans in any of these playoff games. So they're basically instituting higher level and higher definition cameras to, I guess, make the viewing
You
experience
could have
better.
more cameras.
Yeah, it's more cameras, higher definition.
That's cool.
But yeah,
Badass, dude.
Cha.
Shouts out, Cody. Look, Cody's learning about shit. Like,
I am.
You're becoming a well-rounded man through all this.
I am a much better person because of stonks, dude.
I'm buying socks, so we're kind of doing two different things right now. You know what I'm saying?
They both start with S, dude.
Yeah, it's true. It's only a couple letters off.
That's cool. I'm buying that
Dylan
stock, so.
Dylan just starts buying Star Trek memorabilia. He's Spocks, socks, and stonks, and
Look at
Spocks.
his face. He's like, I would
Unimpressed.
never.
You're already on thin ice with the Limp Bizkit comment.
Hey, just because I said that your new music sounds like Limp Bizkit is not offensive. Fuck with Limp Bizkit.
Wait till there's vocals on it before you can make that.
That's what I'm saying.
Will there be a turntable?
Maybe.
So many
Maybe.
scratches.
But it's not
Don't
Limp
worry about
Bizkit.
it, dude. Come on,
Dude,
man.
They got that little
turntable.
They got that little board like back behind where they have all the lists. The podcast.
Yeah, we got a guy
end.
with a board, man.
Josh just erases the turntable ideas. Like fucking Cody, dude.
Oh, that board back there. Yeah.
Goes in, just deletes all the audio we did on
Yeah.
the fucking
It's like,
turntable.
God damn it, dude! I spent so much time on that fucking turntable. Cody's
That's awesome.
fucking Limp Bizkit. Fucking
Spent 3 weeks working on those scratches.
Yo, speaking of Limp Bizkit, dude, Cancellation Cup Season 2, Week 2 is
Man,
tonight.
Thinking about doing
We
Coming
got
up, dude.
two
Okay.
games. Mad lag. I'm sure whatever Cody said was hilarious or shade to us, so fuck you. We won our last game, Cody. We're 1-0 right now. I'm saying
Goddamn right, dude.
We're 1-0 right now, man.
Went 1-1-1 in threes. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So
And that's all
It'd
against
be
the
like
same
that.
team, right? So it's like an actual tie. What?
In the threes one, yeah.
yeah,
Doing 1-1-1.
Well, yeah. Well, and you get 3 points for wins, and
Oh, okay.
so yeah, it works itself out. I don't know
Yeah.
if that's math.
someone else set that shit up. It's in an Excel sheet somewhere.
I'm doing the threes too. No idea.
John's like,
No idea.
No one
Oh,
sent
man.
their stats in for week 1, dude. I love it. That's on
See-
them though.
It seems like the toxicity is growing in this league as well.
Well, so I don't even want to get too much into it because
Yeah.
that shit. I think the main shit's done and behind us, but yeah, some of these kids are hilarious, man.
Yeah.
But I think it's all behind us for sure.
Yeah.
Looking forward to the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Upwards and onwards, I guess.
I was gonna say
Mhm.
you get the whole threes league too. I'm not involved in any of that, but I'm in the captain's chat for 5 sometimes, and everyone there is cool. All the captains are cool, but I just hearing stories about some of the dudes on some teams. It's like, bro, we're grown. Like we're all grown here.
That's
But-
the thing too. I don't think there's a couple kids that are like 18 and stuff, but either way, man, you're an adult. Like
for
figure it
sure.
out. I don't know.
Figure, dude.
It's wild.
Fucking figure, dude.
Looking forward to it tonight. 2
Figure.
games. We're playing Galaxy Aces. It's Chris's team. I don't think he's playing. I was going to sit out of at least one so Caleb can get a rotation in. If we got 2, I'm down to play one of them. So whatever we need to do, just hit me up.
Yeah, I'm hopping in net, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be a good one.
Reed was like, I can sit out. Like, honestly, man, like, thank you for being nice. Like, we
But
need
nah,
you to play.
You're gonna
We
play
need
every
you.
game.
Like,
You're gonna
unless
play
you're busy,
every
if
game.
you have an obligation, drop it. But it's like you gotta play. Like,
Yeah.
like
So
we need you
respectfully, you're gonna play every single game.
every single game.
And you have to be okay with that.
Mm.
So
Non-negotiable. I believe.
non-negotiable, as many things seem to be in this league.
Try that with me, dude.
I love it. But yeah, we're gonna stream J-Cobb, JYCOBBB 77 on Mixer. Check it out. Watch our past games. All our past games are up there too. So definitely check all that shit out.
You might catch our only dub on there, so it's definitely worth the watch. It's history.
Undefeated in 5 so far. Knock on wood.
Boom, boom.
Speaking of history, this player shout out.
Great.
A monster, dude.
One of the
One of
greatest.
the greatest ever.
One of the greatest. And it was nice we were able to do this not far after Lemieux too, because we were running through a string of just nobodies. Absolute nobodies.
More shade to Michael Froleek, dude.
Poor frog.
Jaromir Jagr. Yags.
Yard.
Jaeger.
The Czech
The oldest,
monster, dude.
The old man.
For real.
Dude, this guy, is he, and I don't know exactly where, but over 1,900 points in 1,700 NHL games. Is he third all time?
Ooh, that is
sounds
a good
about right.
question. That's a good
I think he's
question.
third behind Lemieux and Gretzky. He might be second. I can't remember. I have no idea. It's a lot.
Internet.
Number
It's a
2.
lot.
Number 2 with 1921. Yeah.
There
He
you
is
go.
too. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So there you go. 2
I actually
rings.
didn't really know that until now, so that's actually
Yeah.
pretty fucking cool, huh?
Dude, he's an absolute beast.
He's
2
hilarious.
rings, both with Pittsburgh, was the team he was drafted by. Dude, the craziest thing, consider this. When Lemieux left and came back, Jagr was the captain of that team. So just just the idea that Lemieux can come onto a team and not just take the C right off of somebody's
Yeah.
sweat.
Yeah.
You gotta be a pretty damn good player.
Mm-hmm.
Guy barely fucking spoke English.
Didn't need to, dude.
Didn't
Spoke
need to.
hockey. Spoke
His
hockey.
his hockey did all the talking for him. It's his work ethic, dude. I mean,
Mhm.
people talk about Jagr to this day. One of the most, the best work ethic besides maybe like a Rod Brendamore. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
A rival to his work ethic
Yeah.
in the locker room, in the training room, in the weight room.
with more talent behind it. No offense to Rod, great player, but
None at all.
you know what I'm saying.
Well, he was a winger. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Different skill set. But man, could he shoot the puck? Could he dangle?
And he's
He can do it all.
huge, dude. Yeah, he can
Big
do
man.
everything.
Big Czech man. Also, too, I think it was the same year he won a cup with Pittsburgh. He won a gold medal in the Olympics with
Nice,
the Czech
nice.
team too. So I mean, just an absolute dynamo. For
Yeah,
sure.
what do they call the he's like one of 73 people to
Triple Gold Club?
Yeah, that's
Triple
what
Gold
it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's got to be the
So
only
that's
person
the-
from the Czech Republic with it.
It's got to be right.
I mean, unless there's another guy who's in that same age generation with him at
Right.
the time,
Yeah.
He pulled it off, but otherwise, yeah, I have no idea. Not sure. But man, what a go. 15 straight 30-goal seasons, man. And
He
just
played-
done 1,000 squats every day since age 7. I believe that.
Yeah, I saw an article where he was saying that's how he's been able to maintain himself. 1,000 squats every day since he was 7.
I mean,
Remember that story a couple of years ago that came out that I think he was, and that's why it was controversial, is he was sleeping with a national team
Yuri
teammate's girlfriend.
Slegger. Yuri Slegger was another Czech that's in the Triple Gold Club.
Oh,
I
fat.
thought that was the dude. I thought I was about to be the dude. Like,
I was like, damn,
Paul
son.
had this Steve on fucking on
He's like, oh,
shit,
I
Quite the
got this
opposite.
dude's name.
Quite the opposite.
you're just late as a motherfucker. I
Not
feel.
late.
Yeah, he slept with that dude's. That thought he was a defenseman. He slept with his girlfriend,
I have
right?
no idea. I think it was a teammate nonetheless. And yeah,
Mhm.
and she said give me like $1 million rupees.
Well, she took a picture of them.
Right,
him
playing
like
dead
passed
together.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, she said, "Give me the rupees, or I'm gonna leak it." And he was like, "Leak it, dude! Like, what?"
He's like, I'm a single man out here. I don't care.
I'm pretty
if
sure.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he posted the picture himself. He was
Probably.
like,
she definitely posted it.
so
Oh,
I thought
okay.
I thought she blackmailed him, and he was like, I don't give a fuck, and he posted it himself just to like.
I don't even
Fuck
think he
you to
would
her.
care
Maybe
that
he
much.
might have.
He might have. I don't even think he would
I
care
don't
to
think
that
he
point.
did. That's what I'm
But,
saying. I
yeah.
think he was like posted, and she definitely.
He's like,
did.
he's like, oh, you're kind of hot. You're gonna say that I slept with you. Like that's cool with me. You're
And
the
then
one
he
with the
was asked
boyfriend.
about it, and he was like,
You're
"Yeah,
the one
man.
with the boyfriend.
yeah. You gotta love that
What-
dude. He's a fucking monster.
What a go!" I mean, but it's ironic too. Usually, a guy of his caliber doesn't play for as many NHL teams. He, most often it's like a journeyman who ends
Yeah.
up playing for a lot of different organizations. But it's really just because he's that good.
Yeah.
But he played for Pittsburgh Penguins, the Washington Capitals, the New York Rangers, Philadelphia Flyers, just an absolute East Coast tour. Dallas Stars, Boston Bruins, the Devils, the Florida Panthers.
Damn, I
and
forgot he played
finally-
for the Stars.
Yeah, and then finally the Flames, where he ended up, mostly just due to injury, kind of fell
Yeah.
back. But now, even still, I think plays for the team he owns in the Czech Republic in that league.
Some Tropic Thunder
Wow.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I can see him be that kind of owner too. Just like like
That semi-pro shit.
yeah,
Big def. Yeah.
He is
bringing
the,
in bears and shit.
I saw he was
Yeah.
the oldest player to score a hat trick too, and I think that was as of like 2018, and I don't think that anyone's beat that since.
I
Wow.
don't think so.
Wait, back up. When you said Tropic Thunder, did you
He
mean
meant-
the
he
Flint-
meant
He
like-
meant, yeah, he meant
you meant the
semi-pro.
Flint
Yeah.
Tropics. The
Yes,
Flint Tropics.
yes.
The-
Yeah.
From the movie
When
Semi
it
Pro.
registered with me too. When it
Yeah,
registered, I was like,
yeah.
he's saying semi-pro, but I
Yeah.
was like, wait, did he say Tropic Thunder? What the fuck does that have to do with this, dude?
Yeah,
Fucking-
no, yeah.
Fucking
We should-
jive turkey.
Dude, at
That
least,
movie
at least
is-
y'all
Do me a
caught me
favor,
there.
take a step back and fuck your fucking face.
Dude, the worst one though. No, you guys. I don't know if you guys ever caught it. We were talking about the Stanley Cup Hurricanes team. The whole episode, I was saying Paul Maurice. The entire episode, I was saying Paul fucking Maurice, dude. No, and like I didn't
That's
catch
awesome.
it. No one else caught it. We all knew. Again, we all knew what I was saying, but the whole time, I
Dude,
was
no
saying
wonder
Paul
we've been
Maurice.
losing followers.
I was saying, thank
Probably-
God no one
probably-
actually listens.
I probably
No, it
posted a
is.
clip of that shit, dude. I probably posted a clip of that shit. They're like,
Gold.
what?
That's awesome.
So good.
Gold. I
So
love it.
good.
I love it. And we probably got some of his story wrong too. So shouts out Jagr, dude. What an absolute
Jagr.
goat. One of
For
the
sure.
greatest of all time, dude. I wish he's one of those guys who like maybe even I don't know if he could, but you wish would just show back up. Just show back
Yeah.
up. Even if he's not any good, just show back up,
Yeah.
man. I'm pretty sure he's
hang.
close to a couple more records.
Yeah,
It'll be the-
probably.
The first time they can ever bring anyone back as a hologram to play a sport, it'll be Jagr. He'll be the first one to come back.
You hope.
For sure.
You hope.
For sure.
You hope.
Or like, yeah.
He's the Tupac of the NHL, that's for sure. But
So coming off, talking about Martinook and the Chicklets boys, hopefully he'll be in the lineup. Coming up with the season continuation, playoff play-ins, all that stuff. What do you guys think that we're going to look like as far as on-ice lines?
well, you have the obvious top line, Aho, Svech, and Turbo.
For sure.
Put Trocheck at that second line slot.
Yeah.
Maybe Stahl.
I guess you probably saw.
This is the one that's up on our notes now.
Whoa.
You have to start that sentence
Hold
over,
on there,
bro.
Elon Musk kid, dude. You just fucking.
Cody was
Y'all are
like,
frozen.
we were like, all right,
No.
so what do you think of those lines? And Cody was like, computing.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Your audio just went real weird.
Yeah.
I got unstable internet apparently. All right, we're
Oh,
back.
no.
We're back now.
Dude,
No.
Dude, hardwire in, bro.
Anonymous is coming after Cody.
Oh shit! What'd you
Oh, I
post,
don't know what-
Cody?
It's because he said that shit at the beginning about Black Lives Matter, dude.
Fucked
Damn,
Fucked
Cody,
up.
they're coming for you, bro. But
I didn't hear anything y'all just said.
Probably for the best.
Rough time.
but yeah,
Second
dude.
line center though.
So, but you saying like between Trocheck and Stahl?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be. I mean,
Situational.
I feel like Stahl still might get a little whoever's line Stahl is on still might get a little more time just because the situation of the season and he's going to be more comfortable in the system. But I do think that training camp will really help get guys like Shea and Trocheck more comfortable in how we play the game. Because even when they were playing, it looked like you could watch them learning on the ice as the games were happening. What's going on.
Right.
And y'all might have said something whenever I was glitching out, but do you think Stahl will take a wing spot, or is he going to be a center?
I think he's going to be a center. Why do you think he would take wing?
I don't know. That was just some of the stuff that I was saying put him on a wing for some reason, and I was just kind of curious what you guys were thinking.
I think just with his face-off ability, there's no reason that you take him out of the center. That's always kind of been, even in these years when you see his offensive production dipping, he's always been pretty strong in the face-off circle. Face-offs are huge, as evidenced by our NHL team, who it doesn't seem to matter who we put in the center. We can't win a goddamn face-off. I tell you what.
Can't win a face-off. Can't win a game.
Hey, we've won our game. Our game.
Now we just gotta keep acting like we lose, bro.
Exactly.
Always from behind. You know what I'm saying?
Always keep the underdog mentality, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Hungry.
Dude, we're like the Jeremy Lin. We're like the Knicks Jeremy Lin, dude.
Yeah.
Which is
when
a good
he played
thing.
For the Knicks.
Yeah. That's what, you know what I'm saying? We're going to have a flash in the pan season. Let's get it, boys. We're going to be shit here on out. Flash in the pan season, boys.
Oh, man.
But
who do you know is interesting?
No, so go.
Yeah, you go.
No,
I'll go. What I was gonna say is the most interesting prospect of it all. I think is the obvious part. Is the decor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What's gonna happen
there? I think the offense is pretty much set in stone. What are you doing with that top six?
I mean, I think if Dougie's ready to go, I mean, Dougie's in. You know what I'm saying? Dougie's back to that top power play, top line. Put him back with Slavin. They had a good thing going. I think that part's the only pairing I say is pretty set in stone. Like those guys are definitely going to be playing together. I hope it's that, dude. Really, the Gardner thing and the Fleury and Gardner players, the ones that I'm looking at the most. Like
I think Gardner's got it, man.
I think he does.
Yeah.
Experience, and he was playing a lot better coming into the stoppage of the season too. So.
What I mean, do you think?
It doesn't take away from Fleury either, but it just
Has anything been said about Pesci? As he's definitely not coming back.
Yeah, I think
I just don't see why we risk it. It doesn't.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
a lot of left-handed guys though.
That's true. That is true. Whether or not TVR is going to play, that's real interesting because the way we have it here, the way we have it here is kind of written down is Slavin, Dougie, Gardner, Jesus. Edmondson, Fleury, and Shea. That's leaving out Vatanen and TVR.
I think TVR takes Fleury's spot.
I think he might. But Fleury was playing so good, dude. Like it would really suck. And I don't think TVR.
And he's right-handed too, isn't he?
Fleury? No, he's lefty.
Oh.
But which is what I think might edge TVR out. The fact that he is a right-handed defenseman. But I don't think he's going to be coming back next year. And Fleury was playing so well. I'd rather them just let Fleury play.
But Fleury's also on a $1 million. He'll be an RFA, but he's also on a 1-year deal too, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's on the last. I think he's the last of his. Did he sign a 1-year deal?
We signed him to a 1-year, $1 million.
Okay.
And he's on the last year of that, I think.
Well, I think he'll be cheaper to bring back than TVR anyway. But I would,
And it's. What do you guys do about Vatanen?
I think he hasn't played at all. Like. Maybe you give – if we're, up in that first little playoff series, maybe you give him a game. If a guy had a rough game, you just
hit him hard in the training camp and then just ready for injury.
Yeah.
God forbid.
So how many extra people are we allowed on the roster?
Is it 3? I think it's in addition to the
less
roster.
than they originally said?
Is it less? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I thought I was seeing different shit. That's why I have no idea.
Well, everything that I've seen posted about who might get brought up, it's always seems to be in like pairs or sets of 3. So that I just kind of assumed it was 3, but I don't know.
I kind of hope, and I don't know how exactly this would happen in a good situation, but that Geeky gets a shot at some point.
He might, dude.
Give him some playoff experience.
He might. He's a right-handed center. We don't have a lot of right-handed guys in our forward lines. You know, you saw guys like Dzingel was sitting a couple games. You know, maybe
Is Marty back?
So yeah, it depends on where Martin is at, because he's one of those guys that's a center and a winger. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I think everything I've seen, it seems like Bean and Keene keep getting brought up as players we're gonna have on emergency retainer, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me because we have so many defensemen on the roster in general. I don't know why we'd want two more.
I think Keene just maybe because he's righty and we're running out of them.
That's true.
And then I mean, but he's not. I don't. You know, he's got nothing on Bean, and I think Bean just because he's so damn good.
Yeah.
Just so damn good.
But I hope we keep Geeky around, you know, because he had an awesome couple games. I mean, he took the Hurricanes by storm for.
Well, if it's 3 extra guys, you got at least Geeky. Yes, you got to take Fleury though if TBR's in.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's three in addition to like what is already the back, like what your sitting players
you can
are.
already scratch. So I
mean,
yeah. So we're money.
I think so.
It's fine. It's fine.
I think so. Hopefully.
Are the goalies ready?
Oh yeah, that's I actually I'm pretty sure I read that a week or so ago that both of them should be good to go. So,
do you think we'll run with an AB or try to get one of them to get hot and stick with him?
Well, I think it's going to be AB till somebody does get hot.
I think it's going to be we'll see and find out.
Yeah, who's going to stop those pucks? And we'll probably keep Nedeljkovic up as emergency, I would imagine.
I think you can keep a couple goalies.
Yeah.
Too. I think
is it still unlunlimited? Because I know at first they're like,
maybe
keep as many as you want.
Maybe that's what I saw. They put a cap on. I have no idea.
But then you get into, you know, how much time each guy's getting in practice and stuff. And if you have, 6 goalies, no one, there's not enough shots to go around.
I don't know. First round, dude, against the Rangers. Fucking, let's go. I'm just ready for this shit to get started.
Yeah. Dude, I'm so curious. I wonder if they're going to, like, if all the games are going to be televised. If it's going to be hockey from noon to midnight for 3 weeks straight.
It has to be.
3 games a day.
There's nothing else on.
Yeah.
Well, there will be NBA playoffs. Like,
dude, they're
but so figure it out. Different channel.
Figure it
out. Won't be ESPN.
It won't be ESPN. Those sons of bitches.
It literally will not be.
But
can't be.
Fuckers.
But I mean, they're even talking about doing the games as back to back for some of those, first
I think there's
playing games. So what would typically take like at most 13 days is going to take like 8. Yeah. So it's going to be very exciting.
Like on the same ice, like the same day?
No, I mean like back to back nights. I don't know how the yeah.
Well, they're talking about running
we're gonna have like this team play at 1
get off,
and
get
this
back
team
on.
Play at 5.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be like. Is that what they're doing?
They're not like yeah. So like obviously the same teams won't play twice in a day, but they're going to be running like 2 or 3 games a day on the same ice.
Oh,
that's
the only way. It's the only way they can fit it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
From noon to midnight for like a week straight.
Is that really what they're doing?
Dude, it's gonna be like March Madness for fucking hockey, dude. It's gonna be so sick.
Don't you think? I mean, don't you think that's gonna open the door for teams that were playing 3rd and 4th or 2nd in that whole order, like a lot of room to complain about the ice?
I think it's another one of those get over it. It's another one of those get over it things.
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess
bring in all the best ice guys from every organization and tell them to get cracking, dude. Like
figure it out.
Pristine.
The freshness ice in every game.
No way. I'll believe it when I see it. I'm skeptic.
But kind of talking about that, the training camps are set to open July 10th. That's the phase 3. That's what the NHL has put out. And you guys are saying this is kind of the first I've heard of it, but Vegas is supposed to be one of the hub cities for the East.
For the East, so you can't play there are no home games, so
That's
Vegas
right,
would
that's
not be
right,
able
that's
to play
right,
there.
that's
So
right.
yeah, so then there will be some East team where all the Western games are played.
Okay.
But so I saw it
Smart.
on the thing about Vegas. I saw on a New York Post article that came out yesterday that basically had confirmed it, and then since then I've seen a couple other places, but I don't think the NHL has come out and said definitively.
Will they let the finals be played, even whether there's no fans or not? Will they let the finals be played in each team's home arena?
No, I'm assuming
Perspective?
I'm assuming everything's going to happen in those two hub cities.
Why not?
Those two
Yeah.
hub cities.
I imagine the finals are going to take place on the East Coast. I just, you know what I mean? I don't know where the West teams are going to be playing, but I
Right.
imagine that
Well,
that's
I'm just
that's
saying,
gonna be what
is it that
happens.
impractical?
Well, yeah. I mean, if the city's not ready, if the stadium's not ready, then and you can't prepare all of the playoff. I mean, you'd have to start like now preparing every single team's stadium
Yeah.
if they were to come.
And there'd be a
pushing
whole new set of staff and everything that are at work in that
Yeah.
arena that you'd have to
True.
then screen.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to be all like the two cities they pick. That's where it's going to finish in one of those two cities.
Yeah.
Two cities.
I guess
Yeah.
I'm just thinking in terms of like the whole aspect of like for the
Hype.
families traveling and like for the players having to be wherever.
Well, I don't know how much family's going to be allowed in either. That's another thing that I saw.
Yeah.
There might not be a lot of. Yeah.
If I feel like if they're quarantining with the player, whoever they're there with, I feel like then let them go to the game. But it also
Right.
depends if they're going to actually be quarantining or if
Right. It's too risky for the NHL itself. They have to worry about
Yeah.
the players, let alone the families as well. So I
Yeah.
think it's yeah.
Yeah. But kind of off the back of that, so July 10th being phase 3, the last NHL game was played on March 12th. That's when they shut it down. And that's so by the time just the training camp starts, it'll have been like I think I looked it up earlier. It's like 3 months and 20 days, which is pretty much an entire off season for every single team.
Wow.
An off season with no travel, which
An
sucks
off season
for
with
them, though.
it's up, but I'm just saying from a rest standpoint, like
Right.
it's these guys. It's been a
Rest,
whole
but no relaxation.
Right.
rest, but
That's
no
the
relax-
problem.
and a lot less working out, I'm sure. Whereas
Yeah.
in the regular off season, their gyms and everything are open. But then originally the NHL also said they were aiming for like a 3-week training camp once training camp starts, which would put the season actually, or whatever you would call this, starting at in like the first week of August,
Wow.
which is going to be that's going to be over. It's going to be like 4 months basically the total
Holy
from
shit.
the last meaningful game to the play-in stuff starting, dude.
Wow.
That's
That's also
like-
going to press it up so close to like the potential next preseason.
Oh, it's
Depending on-
definitely it's going to mess up.
It's going to put it like right up on it. Wow.
They've already kind of talked about condensing next season down and everything.
They're
It's
gonna
going to
have
be
to.
yeah. And
Well, I
they
saw
still haven't done
something-
the draft and stuff either. Like there's a lot that has to be
Wow.
done.
Yeah, something interesting, a little bit off topic, but with the NBA, they're worried about next season, like because the Olympics are coming up, so like they can't really push out their season because they need people to be prepared for the Olympics.
Yeah.
Which is just
I love it because they have to go.
yeah,
Where the NHL's like, you're not going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
And it sounds like
I
it's about
love
our
it.
bottom line. But it is like
Uh.
all that time off, dude. Oh shit, Cody's throwing shit around.
Fucking-
All
just
that
ready
time
for
off,
hockey.
man.
I'm tired of talking about it. I
That's
want to
so
watch
much
some fucking
time.
hockey.
For real though. There's so much time to like get for every team to get, perfect the systems they already have, possibly have entirely new systems. I'm sure coaches have been just sitting going over film and everything at like as much as possible, dude. I know I was
Yeah,
seeing
dude.
an article come out the Vancouver Canucks were talking about they're like we kind of retooled our whole offensive approach. And that's huge because all these guys, the last thing they did was play against whatever your team was at the end of the season stoppage. So it's gonna be kind of cool to see like
We're
what
gonna
changes
see-
maybe get made.
We're
How
gonna see first
comfortable guys are.
Hurricanes first shift flying V Reimer with the puck behind him, goal immediately.
Somehow it's
Hockey
not offsides.
like you've never seen it before.
Yeah.
Globe-
It'll catch
Globetrotter shit.
the other team off the guard.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. If we surge while we're doing the V, dude.
Oh, kill him.
They'll be like,
And I'll
"What?"
just get the other team fired up. Like, they're fucking surging. Get them.
It's hilarious. Well, we're seeing a lot of people like Dougie and stuff come back from injury with all this time off too, dude.
Notable.
Gensel, that's huge. He went out in like December. Was it a shoulder?
Dude, the Penguins are going to be nasty.
They're gonna be so nasty. I was seeing, this is kind of jumping ahead, but like Malkin, Crosby, like all their main players, Gensel, they're all out on the ice skating already. Dude, like they're getting ready, bro.
They have Montreal. Who do they have in that first?
Montreal.
Yeah.
Yeah, Montreal's gonna get waxed.
As far as anyone's concerned, they're going to wipe the floor with them.
Yeah. Jacob Markstrom for Vancouver, he's back. That's their goalie.
That's
I mean, that's a cornerstone, and that's a really good team out there in Vancouver too.
So they were in a playoff spot, right? But potentially could have been knocked out. They weren't like a sure thing.
I believe, yeah.
So consider this: if they're not a sure thing, whether they are playing in or we're already in, but on the verge of being knocked out. Markstrom being back for them is clutch.
Huge.
Oh, yeah.
He was having a great season too. It's not just by name. I mean, he was showing out this season.
Yeah.
Tarasenko for the Blues. I mean, you get a guy like Tarasenko
huge
back.
as well.
That's huge. Yeah.
They never really even stopped too,
Yeah.
So it's like fuck.
Oh, we're just gonna casually get back our 30, 40 goal scorer real quick.
Our top
Seth Jones.
forward.
Yeah, for real. Seth Jones out in Columbus, dude. That's huge for them. They were still doing fine with.
Oh man! So
with
we're not
him
the only
being
one
out.
getting a franchise player back.
No,
No.
we're not the only one getting our top pair right-handed defenseman back. So it's crazy.
It's rough. Yeah, but it's gonna make it so competitive. It's gonna be a very
It's
interesting
great,
playoffs,
dude. It's
you
gonna be
know what I'm
awesome.
saying? It's crazy, dude. It's crazy.
Everyone needs to enjoy it for what it's going to be. Fuck any asterisks or anything. Right?
Yeah.
Right. Well, let's talk about some awards.
Yeah.
Some superlatives, things like that. With the season being done, there's some shits to give out. Fucking
Reimer got nominated for Masterton for us. Just kind of off top with the awards.
Yeah,
I don't know how you don't give it to Ryan though. It's like a very obvious one. I feel like.
Oh yeah, the Bobby Ryan.
Yeah.
I mean, Oscar Lindblom was,
That's true.
he just had his last. We talked about that.
Someone made a really good point, and I don't know how you can really compare it, I guess, but he was talking about let him come back next season, give it to him next year.
Yeah,
for
let
when
him
he comes back. You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
Like basically, he's gonna get one either way, deserves it, kind of
Yeah.
thing. And you
I
give
thought-
Ryan his now.
Why was Gerbs up there?
Well,
What was
he
his
was
situation?
he was overseas. He everyone thought he kind of was no longer going to be in the league anymore. Ended up getting a contract or called up by Columbus, and then dude, low key became their best player there for a little bit, just purely
the
from a work
perseverance
ethic.
on that guy.
Work ethic standpoint. I love that photo of him and Char going in the
Dude.
corner, and he's kind of crouched down on his edges, and Char is too. He's literally up to Char's waist, it looks so fake.
He's my
Great,
fucking
dude.
hero.
Yeah, but so that I just I threw him up there because I thought it was pretty good. But
That was a good one for sure.
I think you're right. I think Bobby Ryan or maybe Oscar Lindblom wins it.
The moms deserve
Yeah.
it for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know too, and then there's also some fan choices and shit like that. What's
Yeah.
the best bromance?
Dude, it came up with Panarin and Bobrovsky. It was all pretty close though. Svech and Dougie were top 3. It's weird that they won. They're not even on the same team anymore.
That's so stupid.
Well, they like last year. I remember seeing there's that video of them dancing together, but but again,
that was
not
last
on
year.
the same team, right?
Yeah,
These guys
Not
are
on the same
hanging out in
team.
quarantine right now.
For
Svech
real,
and
man.
Dougie.
for real.
And they have
I don't wanna
those
do that.
stepbrother shirts. Like, come on,
yeah.
so
It's
good.
ridiculous.
It's just they don't know.
Pasternak won best dressed, which is only notable because Austin Matthews was second. So, fuck Austin
Wow,
Matthews.
he beat out Matthews. Matthews,
Yeah.
sharp-dressed kid. He's a
Matthews sharp dressed guy, dude.
I did just
Pasternak
see-
got the style.
Circling it back, Pasta just won for the 4th year in a row the best Czech player.
Oh, nice.
And he had just tied that record for none other than Jagr, who had it for 4 years in a row.
Oh, wow.
Nice, dude.
So bringing
I
it
mean,
back,
without-
bringing it back.
Full circle.
Without a doubt, he's the next one for that country.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's
And
awesome.
he's probably going to blow that record out of the water. For being honest, he's still mad
yeah.
young.
At the
Yeah.
rate he's playing, man.
Yeah.
For sure, there's a lot of records of Jagrs he won't come near, but
Yeah.
there's a few he can touch.
Yeah. Then David Ayers, dude, won the best feel-good moment of 2020.
Of course.
How do you not?
By
How do
a
you
lot.
not?
Yeah, how
Yeah.
is it not?
For real, though. It was like 45% of all the votes, dude. I mean, absolute landslide. Jesus, dude, I can't talk today, man. It's
What
a
was-
rough
Figure
time.
it out.
It's all right.
I'm
What was
saying,
number
bro.
2?
I mean,
was
get
it
your
the-
fucking shit together, but it's
You
fine.
know what I'm saying? What's number 2? It's a good question. I closed out of that tab a little while ago.
Well, what? I mean, it had to have been the Bobby Ryan's hat trick when he came back, right? Like, that has to be number 2.
Had to have been, right?
Yeah.
And I would have thought it would have been
Think about
closer.
Yeah.
I would have thought it would
Yeah.
have been closer, but I mean, because that was, again, pretty sick story.
Yeah.
It
Yep.
was. It's true.
The best mascot was Vegas' mascot Chance, who's a Gila monster, which I had to look up what that was. It's kind of like a
It's a
Komodo
Komodo
dragon.
dragon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jacob basically just admitted on the timeline that he doesn't play enough Red Dead, or didn't play enough Red Dead. No one plays it. But he didn't play enough Red Dead.
Dude, I don't. Who's the main character?
That's hilarious, man.
That's the one where you fight the zombies, right?
I hate you so much.
No, that's
You
that's
do?
Warzone.
Nah.
That's Warzone.
That's Undead Redemption.
Yeah, no,
Y'all
yeah,
didn't play
that's
that?
Undead
That's the
Redemption.
first
Yeah,
one,
yeah,
though.
yeah,
We're
yeah.
talking about the second
Yeah.
game.
Undead
Real
Redemption.
Monsters in the first game, man.
I played Undead Redemption before I even played the original Red Dead. It was real backwards, but it was good.
Yeah. But I don't know why the fuck Vegas' mascot won. This should just be Gritty's award every single year, dude. Like,
Yeah,
let's
I
be
don't know how
real.
Gritty doesn't take that.
Like, he probably because they're just like, that's lame if we give it to Gritty every
Wasn't this
single
the year
year.
he beat a case?
I think he did. I think
Bro,
he
he
did
beat the case, dude. You don't.
All I do is beat the
What do you
case.
All I do is beat the case.
All I do is beat the case.
He
All I
bopped
do is
kid
beat
with,
the
like,
case. Beat the case.
Innocent.
All I
do-
do, beat the case.
All I do is beat the case.
All I do is beat the case.
All I do is beat the case.
That's classic. That's
so
classic.
fucking good, dude.
Yo,
And then Svetch got robbed. Beccarine got 2020 goal of the year for his
This
200
fucking
foot
fan,
empty
It's
his
net
fans
bullshit.
are
goals.
stupid.
They're dumb.
Yeah,
dude.
that one.
the
Yeah,
worst
you got to
fans.
give that to Fetch.
You got one
Do
of
you
them,
think-
dude. It's the first time it
do
ever
you think-
happened.
Do you think if the second of his didn't go in, if it was just the one, do you think he would have won? Do you think
That's right.
because there
Yeah.
was two,
Yeah.
they kind of
And then
confused
Forsberg
the
did one, kind of.
right? If it was
Like,
just
You
the
know,
one,
Forsberg did it.
Yeah.
well,
I mean-
but still, I'm saying if Fetch only did it once and he was the first one to do it, it could have won. But I feel like the fact that he did it
Forsberg
twice,
did it in like full momentum, with speed. That's the biggest difference.
I don't know.
But you're right. You know, Cody's right. The fact that he did it twice, that really
Makes
low key
not
takes
as-
away from it. Dude. I'm
Okay.
so upset about that.
Yeah. The second one was nicer, though, in my opinion. I think the second one was
Yeah.
nicer.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then Mark.
But again, don't do the second one because it makes the first one look worse.
That's true. That's true. That's true. I'm down with whatever
I
Svetch
don't
wants
know.
to do, though. Personally, dude, we're like, if Svetch is
Now,
my
had he done
LeBron,
it 3 times, he would have won.
you're right,
Bro.
Yeah,
That's all that matters.
dude. I want Svetch to get a hat trick just off of those goals in one game, dude. Imagine how fucking legendary that would be.
That would beat out Ayers for the feel good moment.
It would. It would.
Yeah.
His celebration.
Is that what that was?
Yeah. No, I watch a
That
lot
was
of
awful.
Hurricanes. Hey, man, it looks better on skates. 2020 saved the year, Marc-Andre Fleury. I'm pretty sure that's the save that was like the what ended up costing Babcock his job and all that fucking shit happening. Remember that meme? It was just like the tiny domino and it goes up to just the fucking huge, the huge thing.
Was
Yeah,
the-
it was-
Was the Vasilevsky the one where he had the save behind the back? Was that not this year or was that last
I
year?
think that was last year. Pretty sure that
Okay.
was last year. But
'Cause
that's
that was like
kind
the
of
sickest save.
the same Svetch
Save.
argument. It's like he low key does
Right.
that. Like that's like one of his
Yeah.
go-to save moves. So it's like, oh no, that's just what Vasilevsky does.
Yeah, I guess.
And these were fan choice awards, so it's just polls online.
And keep in mind, these are idiot societies.
Yeah, I think they said like 2 million people. They got like 2 million responses.
2 million idiots.
2 million. Whoever would have thought? All of us. We all thought.
We all thought it.
Well, I didn't vote, so that's my problem.
Cody, they're gonna clip together your quotes from like this whole episode.
You're getting fucking canceled, buddy.
Yeah, and just freeze it with that face right there.
Yeah, he's like, "Ah."
I think he is frozen. Yeah.
No, exactly.
That's
exactly.
funny.
That's
Oh,
perfect.
no.
Oh my god, dude.
Poor guy.
Jacob, man,
What's up, dog?
take us home, dude.
Take us home.
Do the
All right.
thing.
Off top, watch our streams for the Cancellation Cup, JAYCOBBB 77.
going
Catch the
down.
podcast at Talkin Sauce Pod. No underscore. Respecting that underscore still. You can get me, JAY_COBBB 77. Josh, where they get you at?
Teebs, TEABZ.
Cody, where they get you at?
CD_2187 for all your stock tips.
Oh yeah, if you're watching the market, dude, you got to watch our boy Cody.
Next Wolf of Wall Street.
And Dylan, where they get you at?
You can find me on Reddit as u/tbagsymum69420 lowercase x capital X.
In all the Limp Bizkit subreddits, dude.
And all the Limp Bizkit subreddits.
pulling all of my
Heavy
all my
balls on your
inspiration.
mom's face.